So what it do is your boy Lifeline. Lifeline presents bringing to you GOAT Metrics. We got Sev in the building. What up, Sev?
Yeah, what's going on, Lifeline? Good to see you again.
Yeah, no doubt, no doubt, no doubt. Hey, we got some good footage from the last show too, man. We got some good footage from the show, but we're gonna jump right into it. This is episode 4, and none other than the King, LeBron James. So we're gonna get right to LeBron James. LeBron James GOAT Metrics scores 223 points. He played 21 years just because we can't count the year he's in right now. We know he has 22 years in the league. So he played from
All right.
2003, 2004 to the present. He has 4 championships, 1 scoring title, 1 assist title, 4-time MVP, 4 finals MVPs, 1 rookie of the year, 20 all NBA teams. And that's the most anybody ever had. 20 all NBA teams. He got 11, I mean, 3. I'm terrible, y'all. Y'all gotta forgive me. He has
Take your
6
time.
all defensive teams. And he's in his all-time leading stats is he's top 10 in scoring, which we know he's number 1. He's top 10 in assists and top 10 in steals. So that's LeBron James' career in a nutshell. I got some things I want to say before we even jump into it. I just want to say this one thing before I forget, because I'm a little tired today. But because I usually ask you what you feel about his career. I'm going to say one thing that I'm going to let you spill. So hopefully I ain't steal what you got to say.
All right, go for it.
When I was going through LeBron James, right, the most incredible thing that he had that I seen that we might not never see again is that he has um a 10,000, a triple 10,000. He has over 10,000 points, which is 40,000, 41,000 and counting. He has over 10,000 assists and over 10,000 rebounds. So some people might average triple double for a game, triple double. He's the first player in NBA history to average a triple 10,000.
Okay.
So I'm gonna pass that to you. That when I was going through his stats, everything that was eye popping. I mean, he's in the other categories too, because you see with steals and stuff, but just what points, rebound, assists to have 10,000. Nobody never done that before.
That's a fact.
All right. It's on you. What you think about his career? What you want to
All
add?
right. So LeBron on the GOAT metrics. So what we gonna do today, metrics, is give you the achievement award, because that's basically what we doing. We giving you the lifetime achievement award because you were able to play for 20 years and still be good. When I look at the GOAT metrics points and I look at, the top 3 before LeBron, only one that played that amount of years would be Kareem. And of course, he kind of slowed down at the end of his career. But of course, LeBron is going to be up there for points because he played for 20 odd years. He's going to be up there for assists and every other category, because I mean, he's an Iron Man. He played for 20 years. I'm going to give him all the respect that the so-called king deserves. One thing I will say is this: I never really felt like LeBron the best player in the NBA for a long time. Like when we say Mike was the best scorer, he showed us for 10 years that nobody could outscore him. So many people won on LeBron's watch. But again, when you're good for 20 years, those numbers, they start to add up. So I'm definitely going to give him the respect for that. I think that the spot he's in, top 4, he would have been in the top 5 either way, even if it was just an opinionated show. If we took the numbers out of it, top 5 of all time, he's going to be there. So I'm comfortable with his spot. I always put him about 3 or 4 greats. Um, But again, this is really a lifetime achievement award for LeBron. I mean, the GOAT metrics, the point system says what it is. So congrats, get the lifetime achievement award. You did it longer than anybody, but you were still able to be good, right? So those numbers add up after a while.
I didn't see this coming. I didn't see this coming. And I don't want you to ever speak at no event that's hosting me, because you've never done this. This is the first player that you just kind of slighted his, and then you say achievement. All these people is lifetime achievement. This is what they did.
Yeah, well, I'm just look. I gotta call it how I see it. You know what I'm saying? And when you have a player that comes in the league, first of all, he was the king before he played one single game in the NBA. So, this was something that it's almost like they wanted. They wanted LeBron because, we were thirsty. Jordan was gone. We didn't know what was going to happen with Kobe. Boston had just one time. So we were thirsty for the next great thing. And it just so happens that LeBron came. I remember seeing commercials. It's like the king. And I'm like, the king? And then you have players like Dwayne Wade, Carmelo Anthony, Kobe Bryant. Like, they were doing their thing in the league. You know what I'm saying? But again, according to the GOAT metrics, he's right where he's supposed to be.
Yeah. And I'm not even going to lie. I was in the arguments about LeBron and Kobe back in the days when LeBron first came into the league. And I defended LeBron. I still do, because, regardless how you giving him some shit right now. But regardless how, the funny thing about me and LeBron, like how I feel about LeBron, most of it is not nothing he do between the lines.
Right, right.
It'd be stuff that I probably shouldn't be privy to, or I hear, or some of the things he said or reacted, some even as a kid.
Right.
And that probably, if I ever have some hate in him, I'm just surprised with you with this, because the other day you were saying like, for him to be good that long is like impeccable.
No, it is. It is. And that's why, I call him the Iron Man. The way he took care of his body, like, you don't see too many people that's able to do that. Like I said, I hurt myself getting out of bed. And I think we might be a year or two apart. But when it comes to strictly basketball, it's hard to defend some of his accolades. Like, I always used to call him the undeserving accolade king. Like, he would get, I never forget, I think they were playing Golden State, and he had took like almost 50 shots. They were like, LeBron is so amazing. He took 50 shots. Like, who does that? Like, it's so great. And they lost the game. And I'm like, we giving accolades out for just taking shots now? Like, no, nobody ever got in the boxing ring and they was like, man, Mike Tyson threw 500 punches. He got knocked out, but man, he threw some punches. Like, so it's just one of them things.
Rough show. We just started, nephew. Nephew. I want them to watch the whole show, but right now, and I can't even agree with you right now. And
Okay.
I can't, and this is one, and it's lining up because the slap box today, you almost defending one of his achievements, like it'll never be broken. So I'm a little surprised. What you put in your coffee this morning or whatever you got going on. I didn't see this coming right here.
Hey, I like to keep surprises going.
Yeah, because
you never know.
I wrote all this stuff down. I should have just said, yo, what you think about him, man? You know what I mean? Because reading all this stuff didn't impress you at all.
Nah, it didn't. It didn't. I mean, some of it impressed me. I'm gonna say this much: the top 10 career numbers don't impress me. Because like I said, you can say, oh, he's number one in scoring of all times, but at the same time, you got one scoring title. So when were you ever really the greatest scorer? You just happen to be good for a long time. You know, you were never great. Like when you look at the amount of time it took him to make 5,000 points, and then you compare him to like Jordan, like the difference is significant.
Yeah. Yeah, but that's hard when you compare anybody to Jordan, and right now you compare anybody to LeBron. Like when Luka came into the league, they say he's the white LeBron. You know,
Right.
it's hard to compare because LeBron is different. And
No,
MJ,
that's a fact.
I mean, and it show you how different he is because this game has had over 5,000 players, and he's number 4. So that just
Mm-hmm.
tell you how different he is. And then there's a lot of players that we think is greater than LeBron, you know, and they not number 4. Like, so really, like out of the past 30 years after Mike, he's the best guy after Mike. You know, we could say Kobe is more like Mike, but when it
Right.
comes to accolades and certain things that LeBron James has done, you kind of have to give it to, because I don't want to get me wrong. I don't know, because Kobe might only have 1 or 2 scoring titles.
Right. Right.
He's like a replica of Mike. So, but I'm gonna defend LeBron with this one. LeBron, I ain't see it coming. I'd rather say like we try to give him the 4th spot right now. You know, we try to say like out of like we went from Mike to Wilt to Kareem. These guys, some of the young guys in the league never seen them play before.
Right. Right.
They seen LeBron play and do all these miraculous things, and you acting like he Bookman from good from
Not
good times.
Bookman.
Bookman from good times, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
You act like
Booger.
I don't know if it was what's happening rerun. I don't know. I was all over the place.
Nah,
But
it was good times. It was
you
good
acting like he
times.
Bookman though. So I'm just confused, man. I'm confused a little bit, you know, and I don't like the comparison of Mike and LeBron, you know.
Right.
So I have a little problem with that, but I still could give LeBron his props. I'm just surprised that you going so hard. You trying to get us clickbaits or something? What you trying to do?
Nah, you know, again, and it's one of them things where I give him the respect that's due. You know, like he did it for a long time. But when you look at, you know, when we look at some of the greats and you look at the amount of time that they had to achieve these things, you know what I'm saying? Like he didn't play college ball. So when you look at Mike played 3 years of college, Kareem played college, like LeBron was able to come straight into the league at 18. You know, so you had time to make these numbers, to make these numbers up. You know, it's not like he averaged, 30 points. You know what I'm saying? Like you were never the best scorer in the league. But if you score, on a low end 20 points for 20 years, you're gonna be up there in numbers. You know what I'm saying?
I got you. I'm just surprised. That's all. You caught me. Like we didn't have no meetings today. We didn't do anything to kind of prepare me for this. So right now, I'm gonna let you talk because I gotta go to land of basketball. I just want to get his career number because you matter of fact, you pull it up while I'm talking. Let me defend LeBron.
Okay.
Just pull up the highest scoring averages of all time. Because we talked
Highest
about
scoring averages of all times.
well, I know he averaged like 27. I just want to know where he's ranked right now of highest
Okay.
averages because I'm gonna defend him because what you said is, and we even said this, for him to play 20 years and still have one of the highest scoring averages ever is crazy. There's only 2 guys that ever averaged 30. That was Wilt and Mike, and their careers ended in 14 and 15 years. So therefore,
Mm-hmm.
keep it going for a long time. And then we have to say this, even though he came into the league as 18, he still never averaged under 20 points. So for 22 years, he never averaged under 20 points. I feel bad I'm defending him. I'm defending him like I'm his lawyer or something. You know what I mean? But right now, I just felt like I can't I can't let that be what we gonna make LeBron James be for the GOAT metrics when he's number
Nah,
4.
I got you. And you should defend him. You should defend him. Um, like I said, again, you can't take nothing that he's done. You know, you can't, like, it's written. Like Nas says, it was written.
Yeah, but you
But at the end of the day, I can't act like, you know, he was the best that did it at all times. I kind of like the Tom Brady argument. Like, is Tom Brady the GOAT? Sure. But I never really felt like he was the best quarterback in the league. Like, he made this because of the winning and things like that. But there were years when Peyton was better. You know, Aaron Rodgers was better. So I look at it like that.
yeah, and I get it. And I'm gonna say this. Yeah, I can pull up on my phone, bro, because your phone is playing around. Whatever you got going on. But one
Nah,
thing,
I got you up. I got you.
all right,
So
so
what do you want to know? These are
the highest scoring averages, like the top 5 scoring averages of all time, NBA history.
so you know Wilt is gonna be up there twice. Mike.
Oh, no. The highest scoring. You researching the wrong thing. The highest scoring average, like all-time scoring averages. All right, so I got the all-time
Yeah,
leadership.
that's what I'm looking at. Let me see. They had Wilt up here. Wilt 50.36 points. Wilt again
Are you
44.83.
looking at single season? You looking
Yeah,
at
what you trying to see? I apologize. I get what you're saying now.
career?
I thought you were asking me to see
Okay,
where he was at. Like,
I
I
got it
got
right
you.
here. I got it right here. This is crazy because some of these young guys is in their careers is not that long, so some of these young guys is gonna be different. But the
Yeah, they're
highest
gonna be higher.
yeah. So it's Michael Jordan, 15 years, he averaged 30.12. Then it's Wilt
Right.
Chamberlain, averaged 30.7. Then Luca right now is 28.65. And
Mm-hmm.
that's only 7 years. And then it's Embiid, 27.78, and that's 9 years. And then there's Elgin Bella, who's 27.36, and that's 14 years. Then it's Kevin Durant, number 6, 27.28, and that's 17 years. And then it's LeBron, 27.06, and that's 22 years. And then it's Jerry West. I'm gonna go through the top 10. Jerry West, 27.03, 14 years. Allen Iverson, 26.66, 14 years. Then it's Bob Pettit, 26.3. So it's only 11 players that average 26 or more for their career. And Luca
Okay.
right there. So the point I'm trying to make to you is this: for him to be that high on the list and play that many years. See, Luca and as they year get further down the road, that 28 point whatever is not going to stand on that. You
Well, we
know?
don't know that yet.
I will say this: by history says this. By you being the year 8 years or whatever, right? 8, and even like MB being the year 9 years, when's your prime gonna shift? Because that's the point I'm trying to make with LeBron. Because even Mike averaged 30 a lot. His last 2 years with the Wizards, that was cigar Mike.
Yeah.
Like he smoked cigars before, but that was
Fact.
cigar Mike for real. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
a that's a
Mike,
big fact.
if they had a vape back in the days, Mike would have been hitting a vape in between free throws. You know what I'm saying? In between free throws, like timeout.
Right, right.
You know what I'm saying? So that's why for LeBron to average 27 points for 22 years, it's hard for me to just be like this a lifetime achievement award, because even with that scoring average, some of the younger guys that's over them play less.
That's a fact.
So he's the top 10 scoring averages. And he played 22 years. To
Mm-hmm.
have that high scoring average, it's hard for me to. And I didn't want to waste as much time on LeBron. You thought we do a monkey wrench. I thought we was gonna say his stats and go into some other stuff.
Right.
But
Well, I tell you what, I'm not gonna speak anymore on it. It'll be a thing. We'll have to come back to LeBron one day and have a episode dedicated to that.
We're gonna finish this shit right now. We're gonna finish this right now. We're not doing that. We're not gonna bring in another four nigga, another bonus or whatever. You got me cursing and stuff, man.
I apologize,
I ain't
man.
gonna say the N-word and none of that, man. You got me over here getting different, man. Right. But the funny thing about it, man, you know, this just the top 10 that he's in right now.
Right.
He's number one in scoring, which you all know.
Okay.
Then he's number 4 in assists, which is ridiculous.
That's good.
Then he's number 8 in steals when I don't even see him as a defender.
Right. Right.
And the steals is one that I could feel like that's a lifetime achievement award because
Right.
you played that many games to do this or do that. That's why.
Right.
So I get that. I'm gonna let you wrap it up. I'm gonna let you say what you want to say because we're gonna wrap up LeBron because we could go back and forth. But I think the next segment I want to see because you said something about the slap box that's kind of confusing me. So can you say something nice about LeBron before we get over here?
All right. Well, I'll say this about King James because when I say the lifetime achievement, and I think more or less I'm on like things like steals and blocks and those type of accolades because like you said, if you play enough games, you're gonna achieve those things. Like to be number 4 in steals, but you're not really a defender, and I get that. But I will say this: LeBron is definitely where he's supposed to be on the list.
Okay.
Like if you had to pick somebody, like if I had to do an all NBA team, he'll be my start. He'll be a starter. Like he definitely would be. He's great. You can't take away none of his greatness on the court or off the court. And that's one thing I do want to say about on when it comes to like social justice and things like that, or just being a person in the world. Like he came in as a baby, and you've never heard about him cheating on his wife or abusing no kids. Like he's just always been like clean. He's always conducted himself as a grown man, and I think that any man, black, white, or anything, you can look at LeBron and you can respect that and say that's somebody that I can look at and I would strive to have that type of lifestyle or be like. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. I appreciate that because now I can have about 3 minutes of a good clip. I mean, because you was airing him out, bro. I thought I was in Chicago. How many rounds was on the ground? You know what I'm saying? But
Wow.
but at the end of the day, I'm impressed with not just LeBron James, the numbers that he put up, how he conditioned his body, how he, like his consistency. Because even when
Mm-hmm.
in New York and we was talking, me and my dudes was at USA Cafe off of Merrick Boulevard. And we was talking about Kobe and LeBron. I think they was playing each other that day or whatever. And,
Mm.
and most of the guys was with Kobe, and I stuck up for LeBron because I just felt like he was a better player even at a young age. Kobe was more polished, but I just
Mm-hmm.
felt like LeBron from his passing, like he was an unselfish player. That's what I'm saying. He was a very unselfish player at the time. So when Kobe was like, it might have been like 05 or 06 or something like that. Kobe been in the league for a while by that time. And I just felt like that LeBron was just more of a team player. And I guess because he was a kid and he
Okay.
just played the right way. But I defended LeBron, but by him being, the top 10 in 3 statistical categories, and then the quadruple, the 10,000 triple double. That right there, I didn't even go through the rest of the guys and see where everybody was or where everybody were.
Right.
I believe he would be close, like if Wilt had blocks and steals, Wilt probably
Mm-hmm.
a little bit more impressive. But since he don't, I have to give LeBron has the most impressive career as far as the bare numbers of putting stats
Right.
together. And I can't take that from, because at the end of the day, basketball is the only sport that everybody in the game at the same time could do everything that the next man could do.
I got you.
I could score, I could rebound, I could steal, I could block. Everybody on the court could do the same thing. It's
That's
just
right.
a few players that do it better than anybody you ever saw. And LeBron James is just one of them.
Okay.
For a long time. So we're going to get off of that. And we got to make an insert real quick with this Carmelo Anthony. You know, Carmelo Anthony, we apologize from GOAT Metrics. Like we had number like 66 or something like that, but you wound up being like 59. We'll tell you exactly where you are. We're gonna do a little segment just for you, not a full segment, like a little 10-minute little clip or 4-minute clip, and just post it, put it on social media for anybody who follow the GOAT Metrics. But we didn't have you as being in the top 10. And I remember, and I have paperwork that I had printed out June 26th, 2024 at 4:15 p.m. And I had my counterpart over there look it up, and he was looking at WNBA stats or something. I don't know what he was doing.
I looked at the ABA, NBA stats. I wasn't paying attention, so I truly apologize to Carmelo and to anybody watching GOAT Metrics.
All right, because now Carmelo has 38 points, so he's over Ray Allen and certain players. So that's going to be big. So we're going to run down, not today, we're going to run down Carmelo, like where his position at now and who he stepped over, because he was at. So matter of fact, when we move up, we'll catch him. We'll catch him now. We'll catch him now. So he should be resubmitted later on, because we're going to have to get back up. So we could talk about him a little bit more then, because I think right now, today, we got he should be on this one. He should actually.
Yeah, I was going to ask that. Is he on this list?
Since we just figured this out today, he should be on this list. He should be number 58, 59. But we're going to get to that later on. But we're going to get to the slap box real quick.
All right.
The slap box today is King James. How fitting? How fitting?
I feel like I already won that one.
No, because you said that you said that somebody will be able to pass his scoring.
Yeah.
And
I do believe that.
Said that last week, and I said, I don't think so, but we'll talk about it later. So when I was going through the segment, writing the segment up, I was like, you know what? Let's talk about that. So I called you earlier. So I'm gonna let you take the first slap and let me know why you feel like nobody will ever, or somebody will pass King James scoring.
Okay. The reason I feel like somebody will pass that is not because there's going to be anybody greater per se, but the biggest thing is the three-pointer and the amount of shots that people are taking. It was almost unheard of for people to score big points, years ago. Like we had Wilt scored the 100. And I want to say the next big game, probably David Robinson might have had like 72. I forget what year it was. Then, of course, Kobe to 81. So those games were like it was a lot of time in between those games. But now you look at it, you got Joel Embiid, Devin Booker scoring 70 easy. Damian Lillard, 70-something. Donovan Mitchell, Luka, 70-point triple doubles. Like these dudes are taking more shots, and the three-pointer is more prevalent. Like you don't have to be a mathematician to know that, 3-pointers equal more points. So like I look at it when you say these guys are averaging 8 3-pointers a game. Like LeBron was never really a great 3-point shooter. He was decent enough, but you look at some of these guys, and I think it's gonna happen probably sooner than we think. Once he does decide to retire. Like you mentioned Luka earlier, history shows that they tend to go down. but time is different. And Luka might be a bad example for this, but the way that a lot of these players take care of their bodies now, is a lot different. They're playing 18, 20 years easily. Like back in our day coming up, they was playing, we had players play and it was over. Now these guys can have Achilles surgery and the next year they come back like nothing happened. So I think that the level of scoring is different. And that's why I do believe somebody surpassed this sooner than later.
You gave a good argument. But I'm gonna stand on business on this one. Luka, Joel Embiid, players like that have, even Kevin Durant, that have the ability to score, they don't have the ability to stay healthy. So when we look at this type of career, even with Steph Curry, I checked some things today. Like Steph Curry, his shots, like Steph Curry shots right now, like LeBron, before this season is over, he would have taken 30,000 shots. His career is over. Right now, Steph is like at 17,000 shots for his career. Yeah, and it's almost, I ain't say it's over, but he like season 16.
Right.
And then even Allen Iverson never took 20,000 shots. He had 19,000. LeBron shot almost 10,000 more shots than AI.
Wow.
Yeah, and that's the whole thing. So you have to not just be longevity player as far as health, but you got to have the green light for that long. And there is no green light this long ever. So it'd be real hard. Like, I really think like KD could have, but even when I heard Luka say something, right? Luka said something, he don't know if he want to play 20 years. See, you got to have a great skill level and want to play that long.
Right.
And that's why LeBron and Brady, when you mentioned Brady earlier, I agree with you. I just waited you to finish your dialogue, what you were saying, your soliloquy, that's what they say. I was waiting to finish that. But when you were saying about him not being the best at the time.
Right.
And that's true. I didn't feel like, but when you added everything up, Brady is head and shoulders the best quarterback because he got so many different accolades that, and that's the whole thing. And LeBron, too, he might not be the GOAT, but he's number 4. He's right. Number 4. And because he did it great for a long time, you said good. I wanted to cut you off, but we doing this Zoom or whatever, so I'm letting the speaking, I don't want to speak over you. But when you said that, I was like, nah, he did it great for 22 years. It's players in the NBA right now that will never average 27 points for one season. He averaged 27 points for 1,500 plus games. That's ridiculous. And that's the only reason why when you said it the other day, I was like, So now when I kind of dug into the research and was looking at the players that had a chance and why Kareem thing lasted so long, because Kareem averaged 24 points for 20 years.
Okay.
LeBron averaged 27 for 22 years. Like
that's amazing.
Yeah.
That is amazing.
So, but we'll see. You gotta call Embiid because I think the best thing you said last show, and I didn't put the clip out. The best thing you said last show when you said that Embiid and Paul George two-way injured players ever. Like when you said that was ridiculous. So with injuries and everything, it's just hard to think that somebody else gonna go over the 40,000 point. I might not even think nobody ever gonna score 40,000 because if they do, they have to come in the league because Mike could have did it.
Yeah.
But Mike came in the league averaging 28 his first season.
Mm-hmm.
You have to really come into the league on fire. You can't
Fact.
be averaging 16 and then a few years start averaging 24 and all that. You got to come in the league on fire.
Right. I
Average
agree.
20, then jump to 28, then like 30 for like, because you know, Mike averaged 30 for 8 seasons.
Right. Right.
And that's just the whole thing. But I mean, I think I'm gonna pass the trophy. I think I'm gonna keep the trophy over here. If you win a slap box, if you win a slap box, I'm gonna put it over there to you. You know, I'm gonna put it behind the camera. But right now, brother, I mean, I let the people decide who they
Yeah,
want.
we'll let the people decide. And let me just say this: when I said about LeBron being good for I wasn't trying to say that he was never great, because he had great seasons. I was just making a statement that I don't think he was the greatest for that amount of time. Like, so I use the word good. And as far as the points go, I don't think it's gonna be an Embiid. I think it'll be somebody like a Luka or even like a Donovan Mitchell type player, somebody that can score really easily. But or like a Devin Booker. I could see Devin Booker doing it. Because I think whatever team he's on, he's gonna want to be the guy to drop 30 a game. But like you said, we'll let the people decide and we'll see what happens.
And you know, the other thing with the people that you just named too, it's gonna be hard for these guys. And this is something that people don't realize. This about Michael Jordan. You know, it's like the NBA is 75 years, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know, they said Michael Jordan would never win a title being the leading scorer in the league.
Right.
And only 10 times the leading scorer won a championship. Only 10 times.
That's crazy.
So the other, Mike won them. Every year he won them, he led the league in scoring. So
Right,
he had
right, right.
6. And then the rest of the league had 4. So that just lets you know how hard it is. So
Yeah.
for these guys, Donovan Mitchell and Devin Booker, all these guys, they're gonna have to step their game up because people don't realize that 27 points. Because when we checked last show, when we said LeBron averaged 33 times, I never really remembered it like that.
Yeah, neither did I.
Yeah, because he only had one scoring title. So obviously, when he had 30, somebody else averaged more or whatever. The other 2 times when he averaged 30, somebody was over him. So
Right.
it didn't matter, but he was still winning championships and did this. So somebody would have to have a mindset like, I want to hit 40.
Right. I got you.
You know what I'm saying? I think that's going to be the thing. And these guys, Donovan Mitchell and all these other guys, they're going to have to step it up. And they're going to have to stay great for a long time to really get that.
Nah, I get it.
And I'm looking at
I
these guys
understand.
right here. This is just the add to it right here, right? Like as far as active guys, I printed this out today.
Okay.
As far as active guys, of course you got Durant. Durant got 29,000 points plus. So he's
Mm-hmm.
number 8. And then we go to after that is James Harden at 26,000. So he needs 15 more thousand. You know?
Yeah, I don't
Yeah. And then we
see that happening.
Russell Westbrook. He has 25,000. So he needs about 16 more thousand. Then we go to Steph Curry. He gonna need 17,000. And DeMar DeRozan, 17,000. So it's like, and these guys is on year 16. So where they gonna get this 18,000 from? You know,
Well,
and
again, I don't think it'll be one of those guys.
yeah.
And like, you know, I'm gonna say this before we let it go. I wasn't very vocal about his career because I just didn't stay healthy. But I felt like a person like that could have had the opportunity because of how powerful he was, it was Zion. Um, with his scoring prowess, like, I mean, that dude can give you 30 with his eyes closed if he's healthy. But I think it'll be one of the younger players. And like I said, we'll wait and see. And as far as Durant goes, I think Durant is going to end his career being top 5 in all-time scoring.
I could see that. I could see that. And the sad thing about it is, it just if he could stay healthy, if he could stay healthy, and depending on how many years he want to play, think about Durant. If he could stay healthy, he could easily be number 3. He could surpass Karl
I
Malone
agree.
if he stay healthy and he play as long as LeBron. If he give you 22 years. But one thing that I came across today is that Durant, by him being hurt that one year, that he didn't play, but you still aged.
Yeah.
So you might not have played sports, but you got older.
Yeah, that's a fact.
So
That's a
right
fact.
now it's just trying to figure out what he's gonna do. And I don't know if these guys want to go. I feel like LeBron James goal in life. I don't know him. Never talked to him, never spoke to him, nothing. But I feel like
Right.
he always wanted to be the best.
That's a fact.
So
That's a fact.
therefore, and he know the game. He wanted to be the first to do a lot of things, and he had a goal to be the all-time leader scorer. Of course, he wanted to, because the funny thing, if he would have had like 6 championships and all-time leader score, and wouldn't have lost all them finals.
Right.
Because I hate to say it, I champagne, I cheer LeBron on.
Right.
But the thing that hurt his career to me is not just losing the titles, right? That's because you win some, you lose some. Just losing 3 to Steph.
Yeah.
Because it's like by you losing 3 to Steph and you say you're the greatest. It's almost like I am in chess. I don't play good at chess, right?
Right.
And I know guys that play way better, but I still compete. But then
Right.
and I know you the best, it make me feel better because I'm beating the best. And to beat the best 3 times to win a championship, Steph, I could call him the light skin, whatever you want to call him. But when his career is over, and they be like, "Yo, LeBron is my goal." He be like, "Yeah, that's cool, but I beat that boy 3 times."
Right. That's a fact.
I took 3 rings
That's
from
a fact.
and that's going to be the difference. But we're going to get out of here. We're going to do the next segment, and that is, I'm all over the place because we got into this one. I didn't feel like I was going to do this type of talk, but it took me to another place. I'm defending LeBron, man. Let me call my dude Chris. He called my dude. All right, now we're going to go to pass and shoot. We're going to pass and shoot real quick. We're going to try to keep the answers kind of short and sweet, but we ain't going to rush it, but we still give a little dialogue, but we kind of looking at time restraints right now. So now, pass and shoot. The number 1 question is Brunson, 55 points with Cat 30 and 14. That was a hell of a game. Do you pass or shoot on that game? And explain why.
I'm going to shoot on that game because you know how I feel about the Knicks. And you know how I feel about Brunson and Cat, like that whole dynamic. Are they going to be able to be that dynamic duo? And I think they finally showed me that they could both be great at the same time.
Got you.
So I'm going to shoot on that one.
Okay. I feel the same way. I was very happy, and it's funny because, and I think I wish you, because everybody know my nephew is Eddie Kane. It's hard to get him to show what's going on. You know what I'm saying? We might have choir boys sing or something. You know what I'm saying? Because he got all the talent. I love this guy. I love talking sports to him. He got all the talent, but it's hard to get him in the room, man. But because I want to speak on like, and we might try to do it and get more real time situation. Like when the games go off, do a recording in the morning and post it that day. So
Okay.
we have the conversation of what happened yesterday, not the whole league, but I was real happy with Brunson and Cat as well.
Mm-hmm.
Shoot on that one too, and I hopefully they turn in the corner. It's going to take the Knicks far in the playoffs. I would love to see the Knicks in the finals.
Definitely.
All right. Number two, pass the shoot question is D'Angelo Russell and Dorian Finney-Smith trade. You pass or you shoot on that? As far as the Lakers, you feel like they pulled the trigger right, or they should have passed on it?
I think I'm gonna pass on it.
Mm.
And I don't know what it is about D'Angelo because I feel like on a team, having a third or fourth best player on the team should be amazing. I think that his inconsistency is what hurts him. But I think if you have D'Angelo Russell and he's your third or fourth best player on the team, you should be championship status. And that's somebody I think that you would want to keep around because he can score. He can score. You could feel comfortable being on the bench and letting him come out and give you 17 points easily. But I just don't know with his inconsistencies. So yeah.
Yeah, I hated it for the Lakers too, because D'Angelo Russell, like this was an opportunity where LeBron, and I just champagne him, I just talked well about him. The opportunity where I felt like he didn't speak it to that young brother enough.
Mm.
He didn't give him enough confidence to let him have enough confidence, because you seen different times last year, the year before, when he was rolling, they was looking good. I felt like a lot of times they didn't push him enough, And I wanted to do this show. I wanted to do a sports show for a long time, and I wanted to keep it on the court. But I gotta say something since I got this platform. D'Angelo Russell, you was wrong for that Swaggy P shit. I mean, I don't even know.
Yeah.
I don't even know if it was right or wrong. You know what I'm saying? But I ain't even a drama king or nothing like that. But
Right.
all right.
And
So
I think that's gonna follow.
what you say?
It's gonna follow him his entire career.
Yeah, he could come in here. I wouldn't like. I don't even never put my phone upside down or nothing. You know what I mean? But I was around that dude. I'm like,
That's
yo,
what's up.
yo, he couldn't see nothing. He
Yeah.
like, where you going? I don't even know.
And not being funny, that might be a part of his inconsistency. Like people don't trust him. If you don't have trust in the locker room, you definitely don't have trust on the court.
Yeah, well, I don't know. I like when he played for Brooklyn. I like when he played for the Lakers. I like when he played for the Lakers the first time. You know, and they should never traded him to get Lonzo Ball.
I agree.
Because we keep talking about Kawhi, and we brought up Alonzo Ball today. He's back in the league, and then we talked about Zion, man. This ain't even on a thing, but I'm just so disappointed in Zion's career, because when he first came out, I took Zion over Ja.
Oh yeah.
And you took Ja over Zion. That was our debate right there, and I was hard Zion. But so the next question is number 3. Jimmy Butler requesting a trade for Miami. How do you feel about that? Or just do you think it's good for him? Is it pass or shoot for him personally? Let's say personally with Jimmy Butler, you feel like he should have passed on this, or he should shoot for this?
I think he should pass. One, I've said this years ago, and I was like, no team with Jimmy Butler as their number one player is ever going to win a title. We could talk that playoff, Jimmy, that good stuff, but if Jimmy requests a trade and he takes a trade, it's going to say more about him than it says about the NBA, because that was one of the big things with him being in Miami. The culture, Pat Riley, Jimmy, he's going to love this culture. He's going to be the culture. Like, and again, we have you here wanting to trade or crying about, like, it's a bad look. It's just a bad look. So I would definitely pass on it. And stick with Miami and see what kind of moves y'all can make. I mean, y'all got Bam. I think Bam is great. Like y'all got good pieces. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah, I'm with you. No, I'm not with you on this one. I say shoot. I say shoot.
Really?
Yeah, and the only reason I say for him and Pat Riley having situations, I don't think that they could fix it.
Mm,
Pat Riley said a couple of things publicly,
right.
and 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 you really can't argue with the front office. You
Nah,
can't
that's a fact.
argue with the owner. So the best thing you could do is step away from the owner. So
Mm-hmm.
now I would have passed on it when it come to the team he had and making a run, because I mean,
Right.
the championship 2 years in the last 4 years or whatever. I think they lost to the Lakers, they lost to Denver, something like that.
Uh-huh.
So
Yeah.
one piece away, but then again, you're looking at how Boston looks, so who knows? But
Right.
let's go to OKC. Ooh, because we talked about OKC. You don't believe in them guys. They might be up to 15 wins right now. When I typed this up, I don't know where they was at. But let me look at where OKC is at right now. But it say 14 wins. I think they're up to 15 wins. Are you impressed with OKC? Let's see. Is it 14 or 15 wins in a row? Let's just say 14. But I believe.
Okay.
Are you impressed with their 15 wins in a row? It was 15. Are you impressed with their 15 wins in a row?
Well, I'm gonna shoot because of course I'm impressed with they 15 wins in a row. It wouldn't matter who it was. 15 wins in a row is impressive. You know what I'm saying? But and it's not that I don't believe in OKC. Because I told you I think that OKC is one of the best teams in the league. But again, my biggest fear with OKC is who's gonna be that guy, like the experience when they're in that playoff situation. Like, we forget that experience plays a major role. I think, okay, again, I think I might have compared them to that Milwaukee team that had the best record um, in the league and ended up losing to Miami.
You do listen to yourself. Yeah.
Yeah, so so yeah, I'm very impressed. And I'm really hoping that they make me out to be a liar, because I would love to see OKC um actually win it, but I just don't see that happening.
The thing about it, I'm starting today on this show, Shea for MVP.
Mm,
Shea for MVP.
mm,
Like I don't know if because he's Canadian. I don't know because he be modeling and wearing wearing sports bras and all kind of things he be doing. I don't know.
right,
He's a real Balenciaga kind of guy. You know what I'm saying?
right, right.
He's very stylish. But
Oh
I'm
yeah.
impressed with it. And the thing I'm really impressed with it more than anything is this. Y'all was 15-5 before
Mm-hmm.
8 in a row started.
Mm.
Now y'all 30-5.
That's pretty good.
So you
I mean,
doubled,
that's amazing.
yeah, you doubled your win on the streak. And it wasn't like you won 4 in a row, 5 in a row. Now you went to 8 or 9 or something like that. You was at
Right,
15-5 and now you standing at 30-5. That is very
right.
impressive. Very impressive. I really love their team. And the sad thing about it is, and you might be right with Cleveland and with these dudes, because they almost mirroring each other. It's just that
Mm-hmm.
Shea is just playing at a higher clip than than damn, I can't get his name right now. Than Donovan Mitchell.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think Donovan Mitchell probably have more polished talent over there on his side.
I agree.
They got more younger guys that's trying to. But yeah, I'm very impressed with it. And and I believe it went up too. It was 8 players with 50 points, right? This is the number 5 question. It was
Uh-huh.
players with 50 points this season. It was Fox with 60, Brunson with 55, McCullough with 50, Jokers with 56, LaMelo Ball with 50, Wembanyama 50, Giannis 59, Banchero 50, and I believe that what you call it just said 50. I don't know if it was 50 what. And sorry because this was rolled up before he did it. Ant-Man just had 50 the other day. It might have been 53 or something like that. I'm not too sure. But Ant-Man,
Okay.
so that's like 9 players. And today is January 7th. So it's 9 players
Okay.
right now that have 50 points. How do you feel about the league? And is it too easy to score, or are these boys just super talented?
Well, again, that goes back to the original argument with somebody being able to pass LeBron on the all-time scoring list. Like the amount of shots that these guys take and the type of shots, like when again you look and they take in 10, 15 3-pointers a game, it does become a lot easier to score.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they're scoring with no contact. I believe right now, most of these guys, despite their size, they shoot a lot of 3-pointers, which a huge difference. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not gonna say it's too easy because we both play basketball, and I don't care if you wide open, like those shots aren't easy. You know what I'm saying? Like you still got to hit the shot. If basketball was that easy, Shaq would have had 100% free throw. You know what I'm saying? So, but I just think that, and then the guys you named, I think that they're the future of the NBA. So I'm not going to say that it's easy. I just think that we're seeing greatness form. Like these are the guys that's the future of the NBA, and they're showing you that. And I think they're doing pretty good. I think the league is in good hands with these guys.
I think so as well. I'm like you. I think the way the NBA is set up right now, it's easier to score, and the way to score is different
Mm-hmm.
with the 3 points and everybody. And I seen something crazy that said Wemby got in 101 games, right? He got more 3 pointers than Steph Curry.
Mm.
Yeah, like
Wow.
Steph Curry had 101 games, and Wemby at 101 games, Wemby got more 3 pointers made than Steph Curry.
Wow.
He got more points than LeBron James. He got more.
That's crazy.
His first 101 games, he got more points, blocks than anybody. Like he just his first 101 game. I just hope they don't jinx him.
Okay.
Start saying stuff like that, it gets a little different.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but that's all past the shoot. I don't even have no extra questions or anything, no bonus questions or anything, because we spent a lot of time on me defending LeBron early. You know what I'm saying?
Facts. Facts.
Kind of went in on you on him. So this is and now we go to the bottom 5. It's really like the
Okay.
next from the bottom, but the bottom 5 got a better ring to it.
Got you.
So the bottom 5. And now we got make sure you pull up Carmelo. We really don't have to we can read off the top of our head, but I want you to pull up Carmelo Anthony stats. Okay. Now the number 60th person is Julius Irvin.
Mm.
Yes, he got 36 points in 11 years. He got 1 championship, 1 MVP, 7 all NBA. He's the only player I'm doing this to.
Okay.
As his average is 22 points, 6.7 rebounds, 3.9 assists, 1.8 steals, and 1.5 blocks. So
Okay.
their numbers is 18,364, 5,600 rebounds, 3,200 steals, 1,500 blocks, and or it could be steals or blocks. I'm not too. It might be steals. It might be 1,500 steals and 1,200 plus blocks. And the only reason
Okay.
I did this right because it's insulting for Julius Erving to be at number 60.
I agree. I agree.
But I couldn't give him his ABA stats and numbers.
And how long did he play for the ABA?
I'm not too sure.
I think it was like 7 years, if I'm not mistaken.
Uh, I'm not too sure. We'll check that. We'll come back to that. But
Okay.
the whole thing of I had to speak on him real heavy because Julius Erving inspired a lot of people, and he was a classy dude, and
Mm-hmm.
he's a native New Yorker, so I really love him for that. But I just couldn't give him because that 18,000 points, nothing is eye popping on his thing. But I get it because
Right.
he was in the second win, so he didn't play like 18 years or 19 years or this, that, or another over here. He only has 7 All NBAs. I mean, Dame Lillard has that right now,
Right.
and that's sad. Not sad for Dame, but you gotta understand he was older. Julius Erving was older, so Dame was able to do that in a younger age.
Right.
How you
And I
feel?
think it's 5 years.
Yeah.
5 years he played in the ABA.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. So 5 years. So he would have played for 16 years. His numbers would have been different.
Mm-hmm.
So Julius Erving, we hate that you on this, but one thing about it, we got to put you in the same blender as everybody else.
That's a fact.
So we got to scale you like everyone else. So number 59 is Wes Unseld. Is 38 points in 13 years. He has 1 chip, 1 MVP. He has a Rookie of the Year. He has a Finals MVP. He has 1 All NBA and 1 rebounding title. And I wanted to say when I was reading his stats, right? The only thing that killed him, he didn't have,
Mm-hmm.
and it might be his years I didn't look at his years right here because some stats wasn't accumulated. So, but for him to have one,
Okay.
he has a chip, an MVP, a Rookie of the Year, a Finals MVP. Like those 4 things is big things. Like it ain't too many players that have it.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's like that's big right there.
Not facts.
But some people don't have a Rookie of the Year, or some people don't have a Finals MVP. Like some people, he got
Yeah.
all 4 of them. It's all NBAs, just having one. That hurt him real bad. That hurt him real bad. Like he should have.
Mm.
Even when you think about it, unless his championship MVP and Finals MVP. Well, of course, the Finals MVP and the chip came in the same year. But if it's MVP, because
Right.
the thing for him to have that, if he did that all in 1 year, I understand it. But just to have 1 All NBA and you accomplish these things, of course they couldn't give it to you as a rookie.
Right.
But you want anything you want to say about him?
Now, I think I respect where he is on the list.
Okay. Okay. Now we would put in number 58 would be Carmelo Anthony. With our apologies, brother. Our apologies.
Definitely.
And his career, I'm gonna let you read off what you feel like need to be read off about Carmelo to highlight his career. Like I want you to tell us just read off his stuff. I'll let you read it from your end.
Well, to be honest, I think the most impressive thing with Carmelo, he had 6 All NBA teams. Like I'm looking, he has 1 scoring title, which I thought he would have had more because he was a scorer. I mean, we know he didn't play defense. And I know I told you before, I was a little disappointed in where Carmelo landed on this. Like I said, one scoring title, 6 All NBA. I
And, and
mean,
and a top 10, man. Yo, you hard today, man. What's
okay, so he's top 10 in scoring. We gonna give him that. I mean, one scoring title, and maybe he get a little cheated, but I'm trying to see like, did he have like high scoring seasons to where somebody just outshined him so many times scoring, but like his highest scoring seasons was 28. So I mean,
he never
I
averaged
love
30?
Melo. Say that again.
Never averaged 30?
I'm looking. Nah, never averaged 30. 28.7. That was his scoring title year.
And you know the funny thing about that, and I hate to even get on Melo, I think Durant pulled back. I think Durant pulled
Yeah.
back that year. I think Durant could have won. I don't know. The easy money sniper, he don't even know about us, Melo either. But I think
Hmm.
that he pulled back. I think that Durant could have went and tried to win that.
I could
I
see that.
could be mistaken, but I kind of remember that. But why you? I'm not letting you read nobody's stuff. No, man, you hard on the people. Yeah.
I mean, because Carmelo, we talk about Carmelo like being one of the great scorers in the game. Like so, and I was just saying, I was just a little disappointed in where he fell on the list.
Yo, I don't know, man. Let me call your wife, my dude. Like, I don't know what's going on at your house, but you bugging, man. But all right, so after Carmelo, tied for number no. So that was he was number 58. It was tied number 58. Then we got number 57, which is 50 tied for number 56 is James Worthy with 41 points. 12 years. He had 3 championships, 1 finals MVP, and he has 2 All NBA.
Mm-hmm.
How do you feel about him?
Again, I'm good with where he is on the list.
Okay, so
I
let's
think he earned his spot, and I mean he did good because he had a short period of time, and he accomplished a lot.
okay. Let's go to Dave the Butcher. He's tied for 56 with James Worthy. He has 41 points. He has 12 years, 2 chips, 1 All NBA, 6 All Defensive. And I put this as a highlight. He played in the 60s and 70s.
Okay,
Just for context.
good.
Just for context. Like I felt like he needed it. You needed to know that about him because he played so long ago. And the next guy, he played the 50 and 60, but we stopped in here because we had to bump Melo up. So we only going.
Okay,
So the other guy he got 50s and 60s. But that's pretty much. And I'm pretty cool with everybody except for Julius Erving. I was pretty cool
right, right,
with the position because your career is your career. It's just that with some of these older guys, and I hate that that this chart hurts you because you didn't do it long enough, you know? And
right,
and
right.
some of them didn't do it even great enough. And
Makes sense.
yeah, like at the end of the day, if a guy got like 101 points, but he only played 10 years, then I'm like, all right, well, he was accumulating stuff every year. He was averaging
Right,
10 points a year because he was doing something, you know? But when these guys play like 15 or 11 years and you still have like 30 something points, it's like, dag, bro, like you wasn't even getting a lot of points every year.
right.
That's
Facts.
the difference. That's the difference. But we're gonna wrap it up, Sev. We're gonna end the show with LeBron, and we're gonna tell a little story about LeBron, like when you recognize that he was this, or if you want to chime in on anything you want to say about LeBron, nothing negative, bro. We're gonna end this because right now you've been You've been on one today, man. I feel like somebody stole your food stamp card or something. I don't know what's going on.
Nah, I'll let you go. Again, LeBron, like the fact off the court, I feel, you don't hear negative. He's a good father, good husband. Like is a good advocate for social justice. I respect that and I appreciate what he does. And I think that any young black boy or any white boy or Latino boy, they should be able to look at LeBron and again say that's somebody to look up to and I strive to be. I don't have anything basketball wise to say, so I'll leave it at that and say thank you, LeBron, for being a social advocate and like that you are. We definitely appreciate you.
Yo, how rude. So I'm gonna end this.
What do you want from me?
Yo, I'm gonna end this, man, because you make me go hard. It's almost hurting me that I gotta say all the good stuff, you know? Like LeBron did a lot of things in his career that was great. And I think some of the most impressive things I've seen was when he was going to them finals and he was leading his team in every statistical category. That right there was it was unbelievable for me. I've seen other players do it, but the way LeBron did it when it was with Cleveland and when he was with Miami, like them stretches of going into the finals and balling out the way he was, it was unprecedented. I never seen anything like it before. You know, when I seen Mike do it, Mike didn't have to do everything. You know, he still did everything, but he didn't have to because he let other players do certain things because with every good boxer, you need a good jab to set up the hook.
Mm-hmm.
And Mike was the hook.
That's right.
Mike was
That's
the
right.
he let other players be the jab, you know, and then he threw a few uppercuts. But LeBron, for him to do what he did, and just some of the things he did, some of the blocks he did in the finals, just different things, and especially when, you know, of course, it was him and Kyrie. So we got to stop saying
Right.
when people win, they win by themselves. Just like with Mike, when he won with Scotty and other players, Dennis Rodman, other players. But when him and Kyrie beat Golden State when they had the best record ever,
Mm-hmm.
best regular season record ever. Like that was very impressive. Very impressive.
That's,
And even winning the championship, where some people take credit from them for in the bubble, I still give them credit because you had to be away from your family. And
mm-hmm.
didn't even want to play because they didn't know what was going on. And then even win a championship with Cleveland. Going back to Cleveland after everything that was said and done. So LeBron has done some great things in his career. Besides just putting numbers together, he won different championships in different places. So I gotta salute the king, you know, and just say, you know, what a great career you've had. And we appreciate your career. Well, I do. I appreciate your
Mm-hmm.
career because these last 20 years, I don't know. Hell, it might have been KD. I just don't know who would have been the best player if it wasn't you.
Right.
By you being in the game that long, we knew who it was. Even if somebody had a better year, you had a better career. All right.
Definitely.
So until next time, nephew, it was always good, man. I'm gonna have to call you earlier today. We can have a talk, man, because you said
Nah, man, I'm good to go, baby.
I don't know though.
I'm good.
You came, and I'm kind of disappointed. I'm thinking like you didn't do no research or nothing, so you didn't really care. You just came
Nah,
on.
you be honest. I could have came up here and lied, but I thought that's wasn't the GOAT metric wasn't about that.
I know it was
I
the
had to tell the truth.
yeah, but this seemed like a therapy right here. This wasn't just the truth. This was some Harvard shit. You know what I'm saying?
Ah, man, everything ain't a therapy session. I don't know who you promoting. We got a new a new therapy thing that's backing us. Everything ain't about therapy. Sometimes it's just the truth, man.
Hey,
We
hey.
got a new sponsor. Who we got?
Hey, I'm just saying, brother. I'm just trying to understand, man. I'm about to ride to Charlotte in a minute, man. Give you a hug or
Hey,
something.
I'm here, baby. I'm here.
All right, nephew, man. We'll talk later
All right,
on,
go
man.
metrics. Love
Hey,
you, man.
I love you too. And remember, titles is earned and awards is given. Let's get it.
That's
Go.
right. Peace.